in the day gave way to overcast skies, which we have now with temperatures around 70 for this Tuesday evening matchup. And we are underway. We thank you so much for tuning in. Delaware with possession under first-year head coach Tommy McMenemy, along with assistants Justin Maker, Jamie Cleland, and Yao Ba. Going to have in goal today Adam Vick, making his fourth start in as many games, has played every minute protecting the cage so far this season. 1.67 goals allowed average, 64.3 save percentage. The back line led by the likes of Pedro Barboya. Most minutes among field players for Delaware this season with 232. He is joined on that back line by James Watson, Hyunjun Soon, and Einar Hadarsson. Meanwhile, at midfield, tops among the midfielders, he is joined by Petros Fokas. And up front, you have Sam Dinellan scoring a goal in his debut, leading the team with 4 shots. He is in the starting lineup with Seydou Shamsuddin and Alonso Rodriguez. And a foul called here against St. Joseph's will get you the Hawk. First free kick opportunity for Delaware, and they will go short. Calmly trying to build things up, as this matchup we expect to see a bit more stingy defense early, and then we'll see what opens up later on into the game, as St. Joseph's, they lost and draw so far, but they've been stingy in terms of shots allowed. The sophomore from Norway and Lars Havi. On the back line, Alex Hartman, tri-captain. He's been stellar in his Hawks career, making his 47th career appearance, 40th start, and he has a quintet of goals to his name. He is joined on the back line today by Garrett Lyons, another captain and another stud, who he's been good with a team-high 9 career goals. Meanwhile, the midfield, they will see some time with these midfielders at back as well. Truls Brandvog, James Fletcher, Fletcher Kapanekia, Chris Hunt, the aforementioned Philip assist on the Vujovic goal against Boston. 4 goals last year as a freshman, as well as John Axtman. Foul was called against St. Joseph's. Delaware with the restart. The chip ahead gets blocked away. Watson another touch on it, but more than 3 minutes in, no score. St. Joseph's coming off perhaps their best year. Is there a chance to score the opening goal? Getting by Vic. The cross is going to lead a chance for a volley, but that's going to be off the mark. An interesting see. Maybe the heart going, jumping through the throat there for Hens fans. But yeah, more on St. Joseph's, as they had their best year last year under their head coach Don Diambra. He's joined by assistants Steve Wacker and Rich year, going 5-2-2 over his final 9 games. Finished 3rd in the A10 regular season standings, but fell in the quarterfinals against Duquesne. The coaches poll, though, interesting for this preseason, ranking St. Joseph's 8th. So you'd imagine the Hawks, they have a lot to prove. Joseph's misplayed there, but kept in quickly. Eye off the ball, but a recovery from the tri-captain Hartman. Hartman at 6 feet 7 inches. He will be a factor on set pieces as well, having 4 of his 5 career goals last year in his junior campaign. St. Joe's able to keep it alive. Brandvong looks for the through ball. Chase given. It'll be a dump off to Vic, and he'll get a lot underneath this one. Out of trouble for now. And here now an over-the-top attempt by the Hawks. Soon's going to get there first, and he'll clear it out of bounds. Hyunjun Soon, a sophomore from South Korea. He is one of 16 international players on this Delaware men's soccer roster out of the 30 total. Hens will concede a corner kick here. Both hands up. And the righty strike. Heavy to the weak post, a complete whiff by the Hawks. Delaware hoping it was touched by against Mount St. Mary's when Delaware triumphed 2-0, and Tommy McMenemy's coaching debut with the Hens. McMenemy coming over to the First State after 10 years as either an assistant or associate head coach with the University of Michigan. A long run to the far side, a chance for a cross. That gets denied. Pressure from the Hawks will lead to the ball out of bounds, and a throw wearing their primary whites with the cherry numbering and lettering, and Delaware in the primary blues with the yellow numbering and lettering. It's a run for Brandvog, the Norwegian. He passes to the near side, a bit heavy on the touch for Axman, but he gets a pass off. Both hands up, and the Fletcher kick's going to curl right to Adam Vick. A step back, he'll grab the ball, keep it in play, and try to boot it ahead quickly, but nothing was there. So now he'll slow down the pace. 9 minutes in, no score. St. Joe's forcing the turnover here, looking for a quick through ball. Fletcher gets to the spot. Spreads it out wide. Here comes a chance for the cross at the edge of the 18, but a good stabbing defense by Delaware. I believe that was Barboya on the far side making the play. As Watson and Aaron Adelsteinson working as the center backs today. A touch from James Watson, a freshman defender from Chesterfield, New Jersey. Played his high school ball at Notre Dame, which is located a few minutes away from the state capitol in the Garden State. Debut before getting called for an unfortunate straight red, but he, after the one-game suspension, made his first career start. You want to mark up, particularly the 6'7" Alex Hartman, as this is thrown a bit short of the intended target. Headers exchanged, it pinballs around. Florian Flepson working it off of Hartman. And so it'll be a goal. 2 played in the opener against Mount St. Mary's. 19 in the loss to the Greyhounds, and 20 at Charleston. In total, 23 players have hit the pitch this season, 22 field players out of a possible 26. Are a few injuries that the Hens are dealing with, but pretty much everyone who can's been getting action on the pitch outside of the keepers, with Adam Vick having that position in place. It's a run for Petrus Focus. Pedro Barboya and the Hens is out wide to Shamsuddin. He looks for the cross. That gets deflected. Second effort leads to a shot, and that skyrockets high. It'll be a goal. Soccer 6, having previously played at the University of Villanova. Originally from Ghana, by the way of Bogatonga. His shot high is now St. Joe's going the other way, trying to chip it ahead. Foul drawn as a push from the took a red shirt. Originally from Norway. And he sends it ahead with a good strong boot. A few St. Joe's headers. Punt ahead by Soon. Focus with a chance for the ball. He gets tumbled over. The Donnellan cross a bit too heavy for Shamsuddin. But the Ghanaian tracks it down. Gets by one. Help comes from St. Joe's to sweep it away. Charge up from back by the Hens. Leads to, so far, a single shot. If you followed us for the last home game in the loss against Loyola, it was very tough to get any meaningful offensive action until the initial tally, which came off a turnover around midfield. So these two sides right now playing it very tight to the vest early on, but the game action will certainly dictate how much this game opens up. Hens are just working the back line. Looking for a long through ball. Heavy tackle here. No foul called. It was a clean ball on the tackle by Alex Hartman and the Hawks. Pass gets intercepted by Soon. He settles it down, has a room to run. Continues with the lane on the dribble. Feed the Shamsuddin. Gets muscled off the ball and a foul called as Garrett Lyon, Reykjavik, Iceland. Chips it ahead into the box. A header pops up for Delaware. It'll be caught and tight-roped towards the goal line. That'll be our first shot on goal and first save as James Watson, I believe, had the header. Still scoreless more than a quarter hour through here in the first state. Pressure on from Focus in the Hens. The tackle by Hadarson, no good, but the pass glances off of Adelsteinson out wide. The Hawks will look to build up numbers here. Overlap towards the end line, looking for the cross. Gets to the weak side, but over everybody. It'll be a throw-in for Delaware. Not a bad idea on the overlap along the wing, but just a bit too heavy on the pass, forcing an errant cross. Quick one touch on the back line. Pass gets off well. Along the wing near midfield, Shamsuddin makes the run, cuts in, dumps it off. Flepson on the overlap, passes ahead as Borboya pushes it. Looks it through the middle, chance to turn, but flag up for an offside as a pass received by Alonso Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a fifth-year player, playing his first year at the Division I level, scoring 23 goals at the Division II level between St. Mary's University in Texas and Fort Hays State University. Has NCAA postseason experience at the Division II level, helping to get his Fort Hays side as a freshman to the tournament semis. Unable, though, to get an opportunity for a shot due to that offside, as this one since 2009 was in the spring of 2021, and Delaware was victorious 1-0. And so St. Joe's will quickly restart. Backline passing exchange between tri-captains. Touch a bit too heavy around midfield, and now turned over. Hadarson tried for the turn, no good, gets it back. Einar Hadarson trying to get things started here, but the Hens ran out of room. Good first touch and turn leading to the pass by Brandvang. The next touch, though, too heavy along that right wing. It'll be a goal kick for Delaware. Really hairy cross early on in this one. Match number 4, home game number 3 for this Delaware side. And the third road game in as many tries for St. Joseph's. They will be home in their next game against Ivy League side Cornell, but have yet to play at Sweeney Field this season for an official game. Decent through ball here for St. Joseph's. Dribble at the edge of the 18. The setup for Chris Hunt, rolling cross towards the middle, quick touch, sliding defense. Early cautions within the first 20 minutes. And you're going to have to keep an eye on that, especially if you're a Hawks fan. If you're Delaware, you go attack. Delaware tries to attack here on the long ball to Focus. Hartman will clear. Hartman having the advantage of about a foot over Petros Focus. And a takeaway sends it the other way for St. Joseph's. Fletcher looking for the pass, well defended by Delaware, and that forces that's a tough ball to volley, but he gets a decent pass off. Flepson gives it back. Hadarson rolls it to Shamsuddin, who tries to get the turn. Tries to draw the foul. We play on. A chance for a through ball to Donnellan. Sam Donnellan with the shot. Going to roll wide. He tried to go about face. A tough angle on the... And Lars Javi No save in that sequence, but well read in terms of the angling defensively, forcing that shot wide. Probably should have been a Delaware foul. Ball gets through, but flag goes up. And in 21 starts today, his 22nd with St. Joseph's. 3 goals, 7 assists. He is definitely a focal point of this Hawks offense tonight. Focus gets the cross. Cleared away by St. Joseph's. Soon pretty much went over the back of Fletcher, but nothing called. Denellen dumps it off. And the back pass goes to Adam Vick, who will quickly dump it off to the defending Colonial third-teamer, Aaron Adelsteinson. Delaware may have to switch the field here to build something up. Instead, they'll try to go long for Denellen. Header contested, throw in here for the Blue Hens. Denellen with the quick throw. Good work here towards the end line. Turn back by Flepson, feed to Denellen, who looks for the cross. That's calmly put away by Hartman. On the second effort, he'll have to clear it out of bounds, though. And Delaware will have this first stanza, no score. Hens and Hawks. Delaware with all 3 shots so far. Touch to the left foot leads to the cross. Shamsuddin gets a late start at it. He was trying to stay onside, and as a result, it'll be a goal kick. That's a game. Ariel Hadar and Mikkel Anderson on for St. Joseph. But Hadar is going to be an interesting challenge to defend at midfield. He's also a member of the Israeli U21 team. Fresh reserve on to make the throw, Mikkel Anderson. Ball won by Flepson and the Hens. And a throw and earn. Denellen will quickly look for make the throw. Focus, quickly volleys it back. A dribble, a rolling feed. I believe that was just a lost cause due to a hen slipping. Focus gets it back, though, continues the dribble, gets around Hartman, overlap and chip from Alonzo Rodriguez. Focus tries to roll it back. A little bit of trouble for the Hawks. A stabbing attempt to receive the ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Delaware. Denellen. Little tug there, fends it off, dumps it back. Adelsteinson out wide, a bit heavy for Barboya. Pressure on here. Hadarson under trouble. Watson has to give it back. Barboya with the run, gets the pass off, a chance here to shoot, and the shot blast high and wide. That was a... He will replace James Watson. Fraga's had starting experience this season. Fraga, a junior from A Coruña, Spain. 2 starts, 2 games as a reserve, more than 200 minutes played so far as this through St. Joseph's. Either 3 or 4. Hartman chips it ahead. Leaping header won by Delaware, but the support from St. Joseph's. The shot gets blocked from distance, and that'll set up a corner kick. That one a liner that easily gets cleared away. Tracked down by Shamsuddin. He fends off the... Dump off for Delaware, trying to send it ahead. That gets deflected out of bounds. Blocked throw in for Barboya and the Hens. Denellen tracking back. He's now working the left side with a recent substitution, but a dangerous turnover here. No angle to shoot for James Fletcher, who then turns, looks to fire. One hopping shot saved by Adam Vick. First shot on goal for the Hawks. And we stay scoreless. But that one could have been a very dangerous turnover. We've seen the Hawks ramp up some of that pressure up top, and if you're Delaware, you have to keep an eye on the back line passing now. This is a dangerous pass. Turnover with the lane. Big slide tackle. Second effort by St. Joseph's, and the shot rockets high. Adelsteinson with the big play. maybe a light jacket type of weather, but if this is how things will stay for the next few days to 12 months, I wouldn't complain. You know, it'll be winter sometime soon. Fall comes quick and it leaves quick. And we'll have fall, obviously, starting in a few weeks. Patient backline passing in the 30th minute of action between Delaware and St. Joe's. Continuing dribble by Fraga, who will dump it out wide. Delaware runs out of the Saturday loss at Charleston. The freshman from Morris Plains having a breakout game. Meanwhile, a takeaway here by Florian Flepson in the continuing run. Ball bounces off of Hartman. Quick throw-in coming up. He sends it up in there. Glanced outside the 18 and cleared away by St. Joseph's. Recovery by Flepson. Quick touch and an opportunity for Giordano. Giordano looking to split a few recovery defense from St. Joseph's, but the clear over the end line here in Newark. Here comes the corner. It pinballs around as it clears. There's an all-state player at Georgetown Prep, according to Top Drawer Soccer, before going to College Hill to play for the Hawks. Back pass here is a poor one and intercepted by St. Joseph's. Alex Hood at the edge of the box, rolling pass. Fletcher running out of room here. Still keeps it somehow. Pass gets deflected. Sliding tackle to get it to his teammate. Chipped ahead by Capanecchia, but too heavy. And it'll be a goal kick for Delaware. Credit to Delaware. They've been able to recover, and what they're doing best in that recovery is preventing shooting lanes. St. Joe's with the next throw is Hood. He came on for Blake Driehaus. Tough battle at midfield. A foul is going to be called. 5 shots today, 2 on target. Meanwhile, 3 shots from St. Joseph's, 1 on target. Outstep pass from Giordano gets intercepted. Tackle the other way. Or Alvin Halley today, as he got assessed a red card that led to a penalty kick goal for Charleston on Saturday. Sometimes those fouls inside the box become more egregious because they take away goal-scoring opportunities. Not necessarily more egregious in the nature of the foul, but Fraga sends it ahead for Donnellan, who tries to get a glancing header. Didn't move much directionally, so Hartman dumps it off. And a strong boot ahead off the foot of Lars Javi. We play on despite that with St. Louis University, but the previous 2, and now this is his 3rd year with the Hens, his first 2 years all-conference 3rd-team honors. Big player in the back line for the Hens this season. Fraga, as Hood was holding, passes it back to Vic. Sent out wide, far side. Now quick touch. It's eventually going to go near side. Giordano tried to cut that one off. If he had the step and the touch, he would have been off to the races for a cross. Instead, it was, I believe, ruled an offside anyway. Long ball for St. Joseph's off the foot of Hartman, goes wide of target. Throw in for the Blue Hens. Flepson, quick redirect. Donnellan sends it back. Short pass to Giordano. He gets contested. Ball taken back by Fletcher and St. Joe's. James Fletcher dumps it off. He's 5 feet 5 inches, but he is tough to stop. He's a mighty man on the pitch in more ways than one. Delaware getting it back. Soon with a lane here to dribble. Tries to send it over the top. Was the timing good? No. Flag up late. Doesn't matter because Javi's going to have it first. Flag did go up from the near assistant referee, but no reason to blow the play dead. Javi and Hartman exchange passes. St. Joseph's will send it out to the far third. Fletcher rolls it ahead. Foot race here. Delaware slide tackle is a clean one and picked up by Adam Vick. Aaron Adelsteinson with the tight contest and the defense. So far, sturdy defense from both sides. Again, we expected that from St. Joe's, allowing just 4 shots on goal through 2 games. Delaware has 2 shots on goal, both saves from Lars Hahn, as well as Mattias Mancini. Mancini, a graduate student from Italy. They replace James Fletcher and try to get a lot behind this one. A lot underneath. Edge of the 18. Firmly swept away by Delaware. Chase Given. Donnellan overran it a bit, honestly, but Alex Hartman calmly gets it out of trouble's way. Flepson takes it away from him. Here's a pass. Sam Donnellan into the 18. Here comes the cross beyond the reach of the sliding Justin Ruth. And with the tackle to take away and run with it. He's done it at least 2 times in this first half. Meanwhile, it's on the location of the challenge. Each side now, I believe, with 2 players cautioned. Delaware tries to chip it ahead here. Errant volley is now St. Joseph's looks to push it forward. A foot race won by Pablo Fraga. Adam Vick clears it away. Caponakia went over the top of Flepson. No foul called. It's stretched out wide. Giordano into the 18. James Giordano keeps the ball. Looks for the shot. Sends it right at Javi. Hard off his chest, but he's able to collect it down with the save. Charles Giordano, excuse me, with the shot. The freshman from Morris Plains, New Jersey, by the way of Seton Hall Prep. Again, he ramped up his season Saturday in 46 minutes of action against Charleston. Here, Ruth collects it down with the chest, runs into trouble, no foul call. Now a heavy check there. That ball was, there's been a lot of balls contested up in the air. Guys, it's not too egregious. Throw in here for St. Joe's. Touch, I believe, by Delaware. No, it wasn't. Over the end line. Work it quickly. Sun will pass ahead. And Giordano will earn the throw in. Quick throw. Flepson, tight corner to turn. Gives it away. Slide tackle by St. Joe's, but taken away. Right through the middle. Quick one touch to Focus, who quickly gives it back through the middle. Torhalson gives it away. Next touch out wide to Justin Ruth. Ruth gives it back to Torhalson. Corey Torhalson gives it away. Now a pass behind Soon. Yunjin Soon sends it ahead. Gets over the head of Justin Ruth. The help comes on the cross, leading to a corner kick. Right hand up for Flepson, and the righty strike a lot underneath this one. Gets to the weak side. Ruth tracks it down. He looks for a turn. Doesn't have it. Outlets. Focus with the cross. That deflects off of Ruth. Sun overlaps. Gets the ball. Has the cross. Volleyed away, a chance to shoot from distance, and that's sent well wide. Low percentage shot there given all. Pens fans are worried about after the last two results, just combined 12 shots. To see the 7 shots just in this first half is certainly a good sign. We expect more open opportunities in the second half as we will head into the break with a scoreless game, 0-0 between Delaware and St. Joe's. Delaware attempts 7 shots with 3 on goal, but Lars Hobby making all 3 saves for the visiting Hawks. Meanwhile, St. Joe's with 3 shots, including 1 on target, but Adam Vick making the save. The combined 10 shots by 10 different players in the opening half. There were also 4 cautions, 2 by each side. Petros Focus gives it away. Florian Flepson sends it out wide. Now it's Giordano at the edge of the box. Charles Giordano gives way. Overlapping run. Hyunjun Sun looks for the cross. It's headed away off of Alex Hartman. And Delaware will have a quick start on the back line. Begins the second half here. A lot underneath this one. Delaware doesn't get a meaningful touch really towards goal. Cleared away by St. Joseph's. Pablo Fraga giving it all the way back to Adam Vick. Vick gives it a ride off the foot. Nice chest trap. There's a hold there, nothing called until now. A 46-minute appearance in the NCAA tournament last year against Vermont. His set piece gets sent into the box. A few headers exchanged. Javi has to punch it over the top bar on a looping head. Minutes of the second half. Sends it in, and before we get going, a foul called against Delaware. 4 shots on goal after St. Joe's conceding 4 shots on goal in its first 2 games. Be another one coming up for the Hens after St. Joe. Soon we'll have the throw-in. Collected down by Delaware. Back pass is a dangerous one. But the step up by Adelsteinson passes out to Shamsuddin. Good defense. And a foul on Stitch. Send over the top. Peril giving run. Omri Peril gets to the spot. Rolling cross is a slow one, but now a dangerous touch here. Swept away by Delaware. Shamsuddin comes to help out. Good one touch. Back to Shamsuddin. He'll have a run. Has the lane to get a pass off. And more numbers on the outside. Far side this time. Giordano makes the run. Help defense comes from St. Joseph's. And the clear sends it over the sideline. It'll be a Delaware throw. The sophomore South Korean Hyunjun Sun. Back heel pass. Focus turns around, forces it out of bounds. Another. Cross gets deflected. It'll lead to a corner. And Shamsuddin will head to the taking the corner. He lines it in. St. Joe's gets a firm touch on it. But the second effort by Delaware is punched away. That came off the foot of Pedro Barboya. And Lars Javi with his 5th save. This next corner not as strong. Throw-in, though, coming up for Delaware. Definitely a more lively offense for Tommy McMenemy's crew tonight. Well prepared tactically to attack this Hawks defense today. Tackle wins it for Delaware. Right through the middle. Here comes the run. Through ball's a bit too heavy. Off the foot of Pablo Fraga, intended for Alonso Rodriguez. Be picked up by Javi. Rodriguez, a 5th-year player from Salamanca, Spain. Hens have yet been able to find him despite his ability. Heavily sent back. Too heavy. Needs to Delaware throw it. Delaware looking for the turn. They'll get it. A run right through the middle. Long dribble here. Pass gets off to Shamsuddin. Looks for the shot. That gets blocked. He wants a hand. Not going to get a call. Javi keeps it in bounds. It's tough to say at that velocity if it did get handled, and also if it was with any sort of intent or the body out of frame. If it was just incidental within the frame of the body, well, then there's no reason to call it a handball. Nifty 1-2 as Omri Peril now gets across in. Fraga sliding away. Peril chest traps to keep it in. He'll look for the cross. He'll get it. Weak post header right at Vic. And the best St. Joe's shot of the night is rather fortunate that it goes right in the middle to Adam Vick off the header of Blake Driehaus. Driehaus, a sophomore from New Zealand. Denied by Adam Vick's second save for the Delaware keeper. And Omri Peril also with the beautiful cross. He really was the fire starter in that whole sequence. Long pass by Delaware leads to a takeaway. Sent back out wide to Peril. Guarded by Barboya. Cuts in. Peril outstep to the overlap. Brandvong gives it away. Peril dumps it off. Vujusic, his cross gets swept away. Backline passing by St. Joe's to volley it high up ahead. Adel Steinson with the header goes back to St. Joe's, who will dump it off. Vujusic, who's working at right back in the second half so far, passes it up. Now out wide along the wing. Delaware defends it out of bounds. Throw in for the Hawks. Edge of the 18, rolling pass. Looking for a place to turn, running out of room, cleared away by Delaware. Heavy chest trap to the far corner. Second effort, maybe a chance here for the turn. Shot gets blocked and finally booted away. 55 minutes complete. Soon clears away the throw in. Another coming up for the Hawks. This time worked a bit shorter. Cleared away by Delaware. Hartman with the head. A second one gets it back, edge of the 18. Tracking back for the dump off. John Axtman. Now the cross in beyond Peril, and Vic grabs it in the air anyway. St. Joe's starting to build up some momentum. Adel Steinson gives it back to Vic. And Vic will send it ahead. Shamsuddin tries to chest it down, and he gets held. Jersey making the tug than the white. The official saw it differently. Quick restart by Delaware. Tackle at midfield. No foul called. We play on. This could be dangerous. Right through the middle. Chance to wind up and fire, and the shot is high off the lefty foot. And that was James Fletcher, I believe. James Fletcher with St. Joe's 5th shot of the evening. Nearing the 1 hour mark of this game, still looking for our first tally. Sent up ahead, fall away header by Delaware is off the mark. St. Joe's gets it back. Lions surveying, trying to send it ahead. Too heavy for Vujusic. High boot ahead by Delaware. Collected down by St. Joe's. Foul called. Torhalson didn't get the start, came on as a reserve late first half. Stays on here early second, as that was nearly a turnover on the dangerous pass. But here may be a chance to get behind the back line. Right through the middle. Here comes the run. The shot denied. Put back opportunity denied. No foul call. Replay on. Oh my, what a sequence. Gets it in. Glances off of Delaware. Headed in. Delaware wants an offside, but the initial touch was from Delaware. Therefore, the flag doesn't go up. The goal's converted. It's 1-0 St. Joe's. And that one went awry on the long throw. St. Joe's recently knocking on the door, and James Fletcher, denied once, denied twice, won't be denied a third time. The 5'5" senior Australian with his 5th career goal. And again, I believe off that long throw, the first touch was a Delaware header, and although the Hens wanted that to be offside, well, it was not a touch off a Hawk. If it was, perhaps it would have been offside. Maybe a chance here for another one. As the pass rolled up ahead, far sideline, Fletcher to the spot. Edge of the 18, looking for the cross. It'll get through. 2 sliding Hawks who collide. Omri Peril a bit slow to get up. The other way, Shamsuddin. Lions with the tackle. He tries again. Foul called. Nasty tackle. But Garrett Lyons did all he could to slow up a counter opportunity. Adel Steinson sends it up ahead. Chance on the weak side, looking for a cross into the box, but cleared away by St. Joe's. Nice recovery by the Hawks. Past 7 seconds now. Garrett Lyons has been credited with an assist on that Fletcher goal. Foul called here in Adel Steinson. A lot underneath this one. Javi in traffic picks it up. And large. He's come up big in moments with 5 saves so far. St. Joe's looking for a wave, but Delaware takes it away. Outstep touch right in the middle. Quick touch again. Shamsuddin looking for help, turning. Taken away by Omri Peril, who tries to slide it. Ricochets near Delaware, but back to St. Joe's. Truls Brandvong sends it ahead. Driehaus into the box. Blake Driehaus with a scorching shot. Vic thought about the touch, pulled back, and it'll be a goal. St. Joseph's wanted that to be a corner kick, but it did look like Vic pulled back in time. Donnellan looking for the pass, deflected, goes back near Delaware. Support on the wave. Florian Flepson sends it out wide, a chance for a cross. Still a dribble here. Quick one touch into the box, could be dangerous, but cleared away by Alex Hartman and the Hawks. And now look to counter. Driehaus passes out wide. Fletcher past midfield, continues to dribble, sends it high in the air. The run wasn't there for St. Joe's, and it'll be a throw-in for Delaware. Quick throw to Vic, who gives it right back to Pedro Barboya, who will return the favor. Run continues for Pablo Fraga. And now chipped up ahead by Alonso Rodriguez. To the corner it goes. Denellen looks for the cross, swept away by St. Joe's. Second effort coming. Here's the shot, the save, rebound to Simpson. They'll win the score to tie it up at 1. Score. Second goal of the season for the Blue Hen, 6th in his NCAA career after 4 with Villanova. Played his high school ball with the Canterbury School here in the States, was a member of the high school All-America game. He's been solid at the Big East level, and now for the Colonial side, Delaware, he has shown in 4 games what he can provide up front. Official time of goal, 62 minutes, 55 seconds. We will await for the assist, as that was an initial shot saved by Javi. By rule, that player with the initial shot will be credited with the assist. In that situation, perhaps one that Lars Javi will want back, but it was a shot with velocity from, I believe, Florian Flepson, so he will have the assist. And so now, back even Steven, with still plenty of time to go. Delaware trailing for 4 minutes and 8 seconds. That's it. As Shamsuddin, they're going to get a better opportunity, which is the free kick. Barboya cuts it on the lane. It wasn't a good run. There's a great tackle by Peril, but taken right back by Delaware. Dagger Baldvinsson, the freshman from Iceland, with a good job taking it back. Now out wide, Delaware will send it to the middle. Fraga with a dribble. Gives it to Barboya, who sends it out wide. Torhalson looks for the cross, a bit off the mark. Poor header there, goes right back towards Torhalson. And now St. Joseph's looking for the clear. That ricochets off a Delaware foot, stays in, slowly rolling. Will it stop towards the end line? St. Joseph's looks to clear. And Pedro Barboya with the throw-in. Ori Torhalson looks for a through-in cross, but goes the other way. Recovery by Baldvinson's no good. Pass for Omri Peril. The Israeli graduate student looks for the cross, gets denied. Second effort, he's going to run out of room, but it's off a Delaware foot, and it's an Alex Hartman for St. Joe's. It's high in the air to the weak side. Header by St. Joseph's for a pass. Just a bit too high. Meanwhile, for St. Joseph's, among their substitutions, James Fletcher will get a breather, eligible to come back in. He has the tally for St. Joe's. Meanwhile, Seydou Shamsuddin has a tally for Delaware. Ruth backtracking, trying to win the ball. Heavy slide tackle here by Fraga. Ruth gets taken down, no foul called. Behind the heel pass by St. Joe's, and it's stretched out wide, edge of the 18. Cross gets deflected off a Delaware head. Cleared away towards Sam Denellen, who will basically overlap, do a 1-2, and then it's taken back by St. Joe's. Second defender came to help out against Ori Torhalson. When James Fletcher came off, so did Omri Peril. Alex Hood and Ariel Hadar came on. Meanwhile, Justin Ruth came on for Alonso Rodriguez. Ruth, leaping header, trying to win the ball. Chips it ahead. Run along the far sideline by Flepson, gets cleared away. All the way back to Adam Vick, who will let it roll into the 18 and pick it up. St. Joe's with a bit of pressure there. Up top. Worked short to Adelsteinson. Aaron Adelsteinson surveying, rolling a pass. Short touch by Barboya to Donnellon. Back to Barboya, who tries to boot it ahead. Torhalston gets a touch but turns it over, as it was well contested by Garrett Lyons and St. Joseph's. The Lions pass, though, goes out of bounds. Barboya looking for the spot. He gets it at midfield, throws it near Shamsuddin, but it's won by Lions. Cleared back towards midfield. Headers exchanged. Another header. Chris Hunt fielding off the defender. Sending it out wide on the outlet. Around midfield, Hunt will get it back. He surveys and looks to the back line. Chris Hunt, the senior midfielder from Delaware, New Jersey. Vujovic gives it away. Now the kick ahead. Fall away header by Delaware is dangerous. Backtracking one by Alex Hood. And that shot's right at Vic. The anticlimactic all said, but Adam Vick will take it with another save. Vic boots it ahead, past midfield. Justin Ruth gets a turn, quick touch outside. Shamsuddin fends off a tackle, turns with the dribble. Gives it to Ruth. Ruth heads towards the corner. Looks for the cross. One back by Delaware. Good job by Baldvinson to win it back. This send gets blocked. Track back again by Delaware. Hood puts the pressure on for St. Joe's, but open space for Pedro Barboya. Donnellon looks for the turn. Sam Donnellon, the freshman Australian, rolls a pass away. Justin Ruth continues the dribble, spins it out to Barboya. Delaware trying to find something to get into the box, but St. Joe's not given the space. Here's Flepson now, chance to run. Sends it out wide, rolling cross, swept away by the 6'7" Hartman, and out of bounds. 12-9 the shooting in this game. Maybe a chance for a 13th Delaware shot, just a bit too high over the head of Shamsuddin. Vujovic began with the throw-in, and now St. Joe's trying to push through. It's an onside run for Ariel Hadar. The cross comes weak side, a bit too heavy for Jesper Sandberg. Tracked back down by the Hawks. Pass goes to Sandberg. He looks to fire, and Vic parries it out of bounds. Corner, both hands up for the Hawks. Sends it in traffic. Vic tried to get a piece, falls down, was fouled. Pablo Fraga dumps it back off. Adam Vick rolls it short. Aaron Adelsteinson. Clip from behind. It'll be a foul. But not the case. And Hadar gives a thumbs up saying, okay, I was trying for it. Fraga runs into a slide tackle. Didn't see Driehaus making that tackle. Nearly got taken down. Nearing the final quarter hour of the game. If this is one of your first games tuning into this year, just to note, this is the first year since the rule change in which the NCAA has eliminated overtime in regular season games. And so for tied through 90, that's how the game ends. No overtime until Colonial, A10, or NCAA postseason play. And in those cases, no longer golden goal rules. It'll be the required time allotment with halftime. Here's a dangerous turnover. Chance for St. Joe's, but the pass mistimed. Vic picks it up, falling forward, gets it ahead. Got all behind that throw. Torhalston makes the run through the middle. Ori Torhalston gives the pass away. One touch by Donnellon. Ruth sends it out near side. The Barboya cross Off of St. Joe's foot over the end line, though. That's that right hand in the air, and the righty strike sent high in the air, heavy weak side. Off of St. Joe's head, tracked down by Justin Ruth. He'll keep it in, turn, looking for his left foot, dumps it off. A hand gets twisted up. It'll be out of bounds, though, off of St. Joe's. June Soon is in. He took the throw in. Here's Ruth on the dribble. Rolls it off to Pedro Barboya. Barboya makes the run in. Passes it out wide. Numbers still building up for Delaware here. Sun with the cross into the box. Samsoning looking for a head, but won by St. Joseph's. And then cleared away. Out of bounds? No. Past midfield. How about that? English on the clear to keep it in. Adel Steinson takes his time. Rolls it off for Vic. Vic boots it up. Header by Sun. St. Joe's now passes to their keeper, Javi. Lars Javi kicks it ahead. Heavy chest trap at midfield leads to a turnover. Turn back by Denellen. Back to Adel Steinson, who will boot it ahead. Ruth, soft foot trap. Quick passing for the Hens. Working a bit horizontally here, trying to build something up. Ruth gets twisted up, and a foul call. And he'll work it short. Pablo Fraga. Dribble right through, looks for the shot. He fires off the mark. James Fletcher is back on for the Hawks. $11 and change to go. Tied at 1. Barboya wins a header. Baldinson turns, passes away. Flepson, outstep pass to a waiting Hawk. This could be dangerous until it's taken right back by Delaware. Torhalson passes for Fraga. That's off the mark. Vic will have to charge and boot it ahead. Chase given by Charles Giordano. Headed out of bounds by St. Mark for the season. But if this was to end in the draw, it would be a fitting outcome given the ebbs and flows of this game. There hasn't been one side particularly dominating. At times, Delaware has looked better. At times, St. Joseph's has looked better. Tight quarters for passing by St. Joe's. It gets deflected off the foot of Baldinson. Barboya keeps it in along the sideline. Continues the dribble, splits one, draws the foul. There wasn't much there from Hood, but enough to obstruct Barboya, who quickly restarts it. Dangerous here. Sun will get by the defender, Fletcher. Roll it ahead. Denellen fends off one. Outstep back to Sun. A lot of passing here. Kind of a tiki-taka type of passing here by Delaware to try to break down St. Joe's. Again, just continuing with the short, rapid passing. Adel Steinson given a lane. Boots it ahead, finally a long ball for the Hens. St. Joseph's wins it and clears it. Vic all the way out. He'll settle it down. And there is a Hawk a bit slow to get up. Adel Steinson will try to send it long, but goes right back to a Hawk. Few headers exchanged. Alex Hood trying to race to the spot. Dumps it wide, out of bounds. Well, there was a waiting ball. Be on the next Hawks throw-in. Ruth tried to intercept the pass. Shamsuddin puts on the pressure, gets clipped, no foul called. And cleared away by Javi. Trouble though by Vujovic to clean it up. Ruth with the dribble, he turns. Runs into a second, but here comes the help. Barboya into the box. Pedro Barboya looking for the cross. And that opportunity was touched by a Hawk. Hand up. And the righty strike punched away by Javi, and a foul anyway. Takes a bit of a long hop. Bicycle clear by Adelsteinson. Long ball by St. Joe's is wide of target, throw in Delaware. It used to be maybe this period you kind of have a bit of a lacking flow, maybe setting up for overtime. Not the case here anymore as Shamsuddin makes the run. Continues into the box, tries for the shot. Javi falling down, but Javi still makes the save. That might have been deflected off the foot of Seydou Shamsuddin off a Hawk, so that save could be made. Up ahead, Hood giving chase for St. Joe's. Adelsteinson kicks and then kind of got a little bit tight and crampy in his right leg. Meanwhile, a hen goes down, Flepson, flag goes up on the pass. Meanwhile, St. Joseph's with 10 shots, 6 on target. Adam Vick with a career-high 5 saves after having 4 Saturday at Charleston. Ball's turned over and stretching it out wide. Here comes the cross. Gets deflected. A corner coming up for Delaware. It's the 9th of the evening. And the kick. Header won by St. Joe's, I believe. Oh, what a first start for Lars Javi to help protect the cage. But we're not done yet. Fall away touch by Flepson is turned over. Hood stumbling, drew contact from behind. Ball sent all the way to Vic. An easy one for him. Gets a lot underneath this one. Has some backspin on the kick. Hartman with the header, out of bounds. Throw in. Trying for the final push here. As Rodriguez wins the ball, tries to earn the throw in and does. And Vaughn come off for St. Joe's and Sam Donnellan comes off for Delaware. 2.5 to go. Flepson wins it back for Delaware. He dumps it off. Fraga, quick touch to Vic. Adam Vic boots it ahead. Looking for Seydou Shamsuddin. Heavy off his chest. Pinballs around. Sent up ahead towards James Fletcher. 9th minute. Free kick for St. Joe's. Gets all the way through to Vic. Delaware will try for the quick run. Vic, not comfortable throwing long, will go short.
Out left.
Liam Fuller, you just see he came on for Hyunjun Sun in that substitution.
Front him.
Ruth dumps it off. Aaron Adelsteinson. Back to Anyagri. Anyagri. Back to Adelsteinson. And Adelsteinson will try to stretch it out towards Shamsuddin. Goes too close to a Hawk. And St. Joe's will try to counter but miss on the pass. Throw needs to happen as we hit the final minute. Perhaps the final push here. Baldvinson wins it back for Delaware. Touch goes behind Baldvinson, who has to dump it back. Outstretched stab by Adelsteinson keeps it alive. And Anyagri gives way to Justin Ruth. Ruth will make the run, edge of the 18, stretch it out. Anyagri looking for the cross, gets it in. Track back down Alonzo Rodriguez pass out. Shamsuddin looking to gear up. Muscled off the ball. Cleared by St. Joe's is good with under 30 seconds to go. It's a long ball here. Vic lets it go all the way into the 18, immediately picks it up and throws. Maybe the last chance for Delaware here. Adelsteinson, pressure from behind, gets tackled, and a foul called, and I don't think there's going to be a chance to push this one forward. They didn't